Yo, what's up? Back for another build update. Doesn't look like much changed, but check this out. We do have the water layer, which I'm going to try to attach here on camera. We'll see how that goes. I gotta make sure I line this up the way I want it to. The only thing that I'm concerned about is where the wire comes out. I mean, it is a 360 build, but I'm viewing this side here, you know, the side that's not facing you as the front. I think I'm gonna do this. Let's make sure, we gotta line this up perfectly to make sure that our little engine can fit under it. This is, I have a feeling I'm a little... I had this set on something in a way probably shouldn't have had it sat, and so it just worked ever so slightly. And this is why it's so important to make that bottom so strong, so I can really crush it without worrying about it breaking. Alright, that's pretty close. Let's make sure this can still go around without derailing. Sweet, that looks pretty good. Take a look here. I think that's just gonna be too loud. So here you can see the gradient I'm going for with the water. This is probably a better way to line it up here, show you. So we got tan for the sandy beach at the top, medium azure, dark azure, blue, and dark blue, all with the 1x2 transparent light blue tiles on top of them, to give the idea of depth in the water, right? And so when viewed from a distance, I think it looks best. If we zoom out here and actually look at the tiled portion, you can definitely see the look there. And then the dark blue becomes little trenches and such. So this will probably be the front, where we got some just interesting terrain variation, and the actual beach, where I've put the dark red crab and then a friend's clam there too. So my goal is to make all of the terrain here snot construction. And here's a pretty good example of what that might look like complete. I'm not entirely sold on the grass on top. Definitely want some vines coming down on the sides. I think that'll look good. So yeah, that's what it's gonna look like. A few different islands. This one's gonna be a standalone here, but this one I'm hoping will eventually arch up over onto the main island, which will house the largest portion of the castle. And so you'll see a hole here, hoping to add some lights in here, and this will be a way to get the power cables out through the bottom, which is, as you probably saw earlier, relatively hollow. So we got a good portion of the tiling done, thanks to owning Ninjago City Markets and Gardens, but unfortunately looks over 50% to go. So no joke when I say this, that's at least 1,000 1x2 translate blue tiles that need to be purchased to cover the remaining section of that, which unfortunately those aren't terribly cheap despite being very common. They're very popular for people who do stuff just like this. You see builds like this quite often, so people snatch these up. So it's probably going to cost about, I think the cheapest I can get is 6 cents per piece, which is obviously fine, but it adds up pretty quick. Once you buy 1,000, it's like 60 bucks. Not great, but I like this terrain look. Still feels Lego. You got some studs in there, but a very smooth and organic look. You can get a lot of fun shaping out of that. So I think that's what I'm going to do for the rest too. Hopefully put some caves and stuff in and around, especially this main block where there's room, but also hoping to put a dock here that maybe will line up, at least get close to our ship so it can look like it's setting sail. So this is exciting, laying the groundwork for what this is going to look like. I'm going to take a step back here and see how this is all sizing up to be, but hoping to get much taller. Making terrain like this is just very time consuming, so we'll see when the next episode happens, but I'm going to try to do like a layer a day. That'll be the goal. Especially once we start into the castle part, things are going to start coming together a lot faster, which will be really exciting. That's all for this update. Have a great life. I'll see you later.